that my support system knew I was going to the family doctor, they were very interested in how things were going. So I made my reports over the 2 days. Everybody got the reports, and they were all very supportive. And it was wrong. My doctor visit and advice and his advice, it was just all wrong. That helped me. There was a bit of a relief in my behavior and what I was going through, the anxiety and whatnot with the detox. There was some relief because I was dealing with disappointment and hurt, lack of trust, ineffective doctoring, ineffective health system, mental health system. And I was taking a mental illness pharmaceutical drug that I forever in my life never felt a need for. I had respect for those that had to take it, but it didn't feel right for me. But I did it because I was told to do it, and I felt doing it on my own just wasn't 100%. I thought by now, after everything I've been through in my whole freaking life, maybe I did need something and I was fighting it, denial, whatever. And if I can try cannabis, and if I can try caffeine, if I can try alcohol, if I can try a sleeping drug over the years, why the hell not try a mental illness drug? Why not? But it wasn't working. Things were not good. I was in pain every day. My stomach, I was weak from no food. Chicken broth, I was drinking. Crackers, soup, nothing was staying down. I did a cream soup of my own, pureed, and little bits of that was working. But 5 days on the drug, I was fragile, starving. I'd lost 16 pounds, not just in those 5 days. That was over the 4 weeks. And I wanted to lose the weight. And what was happening was psychologically, emotionally, I wanted that weight loss, but I didn't want how it came about to happen. I knew that was serious. And I knew that I had to be careful, that I was in a very delicate, fragile state, and I could have continued to starve myself and lose more weight, because that would be another coping skill. And I recognized I was grasping at straws for coping skills. My support system, they were there, they were helping me, but I knew I needed something to replace what I had just removed from my life. If I could think rational like that, I knew I didn't have a mental illness. I'm not sure if that's fair to say that, but I could think rational when I needed to. So there was more going on than what I was able to really comprehend. So my one support system had me journal and chart everything 24/7. I did not want to do that. That's a lot of work, but shit, I had lots of time. Why not? I made myself do it, and do it every day. Record my mood, record my energy, my body pain, my head pain, whether I ate or not, how much sleep did I have, did I take the pill, what was I doing all day activity-wise. And that was very helpful. My other support system spoke strictly about what happens to the body with trauma, suicide, what she had been like 4 years. She refused medication as well. She's like I was, and she was very good. It felt good to hear her. My unique support system that had experience with addiction and alcohol was phenomenal. Like, it comforts me to know that I was able to trust and tell people and be vulnerable. And it came back to support me and help me. And it was all very good. Very good. Now it's well over a week. Yes, well over a week since no medication. And things are good. But 2 days after, I don't want to miss out on this, how things happened in a row. 2 days after, I had to reach out to a very long-term friend that was in the similar kind of charity that I was in, that I did for 10 years. He did it longer than I did. Rory is the most amazing man. He is where he is because he did attempt at one time, and he has a great charity and a great support system. And I guess I didn't look at the fact that when he reached out to me in the past, I never saw it as a support. I seen it as wanting information and my opinion because I do and did what he is doing and still doing and did. We exchanged things. Not often did we ever get personal. It was all about the system, the people that needed our help. It became a little bit more personal when I left my relationship with the toxic man, and I was in distress on the side of the road one day, and I had to call somebody, and it was him. Wow, yeah, I can say that and get through it. But in my heart, it's emotional. But yes, and he was there. Oh, and he said the words I needed to hear. He said what I needed, and it got me through. But I have to read to you when I shared my experience with my doctor, with him. This is crucial. This is the diamond. This is the magic potion, if I can use that term. This man's incredible. Doesn't get enough thank yous, and he's not appreciated and respected enough. But this was his response to my story of the doctor. Thank you so much for confiding in me. I'm honored. I'm appalled that you'd be subjected to this emotional tyrant from a medical professional who, very clearly, is not in good shape mentally. There is no excuse for this tyrant, Penny. Victim shaming, victim blaming lurks in the most unlikely of places. I'm so sorry and righteously annoyed that this horrible attitude found you. The hypocrite oath, first, do not harm, sounds hollow in these situations. This experience does not define you, Penny, not in the slightest. This says more about the doctor and where he is in his own life than anything else. That was a crucial sentence that he told me. That hit me hard, and it helped me. Suicide among doctors is at the highest rate ever. In brackets, as with medical people generally and dentists and veterinarians. Parentheses. Many of them are not coping and not getting help and support. The unraveling in their own lives can lead to this kind of stuff outworking in how they treat patients. I can't say what's going on with your doctor, as it's possible he's a sadist. Anywho, I don't know. None of these excuses, none of this excuses what has happened. I do think you should report him, and hopefully victim support people can help you navigate the process. And it would be right to report this as if nothing is done to stop this kind of thing going on. Then it'll continue, and others will and may be hurt emotionally or worse. The scary thing is, doctors have, as you know, the authority to prescribe psych meds that mess folk up, with all the side effects that send folks in a tailspin. And if folk refuse, their notes are marked non-compliant. Scary stuff. So accountability is a big key. Can I reassure you? You're not losing it. You're human. Your reactions are human, not unusual. Your belief and faith in your doctor was well placed in a good faith you shared with him. He abused that trust, victim blamed, and shamed you. That's appalling, disgusting, and entirely without merit. He is worthy of being held accountable. You are entirely correct and justified in reaching out to report this and get help. I hope and sense that'll be helpful. You'll likely write a very detailed impact statement if you haven't already. Changing doctors is utterly imperative. As mentioned earlier, the whole awful experience does not define you. It's all stepping stones to things getting a whole lot better. For sure, this has been a long haul, but you're made of tough stuff. You are on the way back up and have all this experience that makes you even stronger and more effective as you help others. If you feel that's what you should be doing, or you determine through it all, will help you put all the pieces back together. The old story of us being broken, jars of clay put back together. We resemble what we were before we were broken. And the beautiful thing is the light shines through the cracks. Your light always shines, Penny. You're an inspiration to me. Your light has always shone brighter and helped me let my light shine. Where there have been times, in brackets, my light was dim. That's in brackets. I'll always be grateful. That was an awakening paragraph for me. It truly was. And now my encouragement to you is to nurture your light. Little else matters. Your kids, your grandkids need you. We all need you. I need you, he said. Wow. Still hits me. So please be encouraged as you receive this. Your situation is not the future in a nutshell. Far from it. Without being cliche, it's been a new beginning. New things are ahead. Good things, for sure. Putting everything on fast forward would be nice. But as you know, life is not like that. Your doctor has shaken your trust and delivered an emotional blow that you didn't need, didn't deserve. And further, you don't need to receive. I encourage you to not let this wound you. Don't let it go deep. He's not a well person, obviously, and should not be treating patients. That's for the accountability folk to deal with. My take is to file a report or complaint and then put up a wall between you and this doctor. Take a fresh pathway which will lead you back into your path. Penny, things are going to be okay. Folks, we need help around you, may need to find help elsewhere for now. Remember, you said as much to me in the past when I've had so little to give. Well, right back at you. As the Americans say, thumbs up. This is time for you. Summer's almost here. This experience from your doctor does not define you or limit your future in any way. Keep going, Penny. Let's stay in touch. I'm glad you have family around you. I realize there are moments in family life too. Keep going. Take time to sniff the roses, enjoy the hummingbirds, be amazed at the bees and how industrious they are. The Canadian goose who don't give a honk about anyone doesn't stop them from honking. The dawn chorus of the birds and the evening song, also very different, yet the same little birds. You get the picture. You're going to be just fine. Please do give yourself permission to just be now. Getting back on your pathway will happen, but it's also important for you to know you've not lost your way. When the stars are aligned, there's nothing can stop the good stuff happening. Take good care. Keep me posted. Sending you positive vibes and prayers for peace, calm, and reassurance with gratitude and good wishes. That man is special. He's made of good stuff. He said stuff that was so important to me. I needed it. I needed it very much. And he knew how to say it, the words to use, and he's so genuine. My body absorbed all the messages in a row, one by one. He laid it out, clear, precise, and meaningful and true. I love each and every one of my support system. They have all been there. I cannot thank all my support system because I'm here. But I thank myself mostly. I allowed myself to trust them, be vulnerable. If I had not done that, all of their genuine authenticity and caring thoughtfulness and kindness would have been for nothing. And I owe them that. And I want you to know, I'm so proud of myself because I got through it and I trusted them and I loved them. And the meaning of love does not have to be the man or the partner or the person I needed close to me, next to me in bed, next to me when I needed them, or the sex, or the intimacy. My friendship with my friends are now vital to me, and it's replaced what I did once need. That was a part of my life, and now it's led me to this advanced settings, if I may say. And I'm very proud I trusted the best, and I'm here because of it, and I will share it. Thank you, and I apologize. This was a long video, but it's quality and it's worth it. My next book is worth it. I love you all. Thank you for listening and putting up with me. Bye for now.